Okay, so up next we have our Taurus risings. That's where we're going. So right now, Chiron is at 0 degrees. So for you guys, that's the first house of self, and she is not retrograde, but it's the wounded healer. So I'd be curious to know what it is that's coming about in regards to the self that you're gonna have to be dealing with. There's going to be some probably insecurity, some. So Chiron is the wounded healer. You cannot heal it. So you have to learn to deal with it and adapt to it. So I'd be curious to know what it is that's going to be popping up for Taurus risings. Aries is your 12th house, the 12th house of secrets and hidden, with Saturn there and Neptune. And I don't fucking envy you guys, Taurus risings. And then Cancer, which Jupiter just left your third planet of communication, or your third house, sorry, of communication. So you may have even, I wouldn't even be surprised when Mercury's in retrograde there. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if some of you learned another language or took an interest in learning another language or going somewhere else and going somewhere where you didn't know the language kind of thing. And that may have deterred you or may have tried to deter you, but you did it anyways because it's expansion and that's communication. Or you just have tried to learn how to change that about. Yeah, but that's going into Leo, which is your fourth house of home and family. So that's, oh shit. Some of you are going to end up with new births. Jupiter's a planet of expansion, period. It is like, think of it, yeah, ironic enough for Taurus risings. Think of Jupiter as being like the embodiment of the Empress. Think of it like that. And she's joining the planet that's ruled like Venus. Like this is like literally Empress. This is giving Empress energy, period, end of subject. Expansion upon love and things of that nature. So breaking home and family, like that's going to be really good for you. I love that. The other thing, like I said, Aries with all that stuff, 12th house secrets, things that are hidden, that's pain in the fucking ass. No one likes that shit. Gemini, Uranus is in your second a house of other people's possessions, money, shit like that, as well as Mars, which is your mode of operation. So rebelling. Ugh. Some of you are gonna have a hell of a time with like work and what else is it? It's like resources, values, finances, material. You're gonna have a hell of an issue when it comes to like bills and things and stuff like that. We're probably trying to figure out what you need to change, how to change it, how to root it out, figure out what's going on. But yeah, so I did this chart so that way I can just have it here and look at it. And like I said, this is if you want to take like a screenshot. If you want to take like a screenshot, do it. Go for it. So we're going to pull cards based off of that. I am going to take this and lower this down because I think that it's important for you to see. This is everything. Like that's why I have the camera set up the way that I do, is because I like people to be able to see how the cards fall. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put a heavy ass crystal here so that way you can see. Okay, so, and I'm using my landscape deck. That makes it easier. I just got to hold it up there. So let's figure out what's going on. My spirit team, my spirit guide, my highest self, as well as the divine. Again, I thank you very much for your time, for your message, for me being blessed to be able to receive it and to understand it. That being stated, what do our Taurus risings need to know in regards to transits that are happening? Sorry, as a notification. What do our Taurus risings need to expect with the transits that are happening now? Okay, so inspiration, that is the Ace of Wands. So fire energy, Aries being your 12th house. That's interesting. Where else? So Leo again is the home and family, so that's a big deal. Like I said, think Empress right now in terms of home and family. And then the other one is the 8th house, which is transformation, which for you is Sagittarius. And for that, you've got Lilith there, which is the black moon, which is your dark feminine. Transformation of your dark feminine. Interesting. Okay, now we got the Knight of Cups, which is a love offer. Shit, an inspiration for a love offer. What's bottom of the deck is the 8 of Cups and avoidant. Interesting. What's this over here? 3 of Swords, moving on from heartbreak. So some of you will be getting married. Avoidant. If you're an avoidant of marriage because of heartbreak, expect that to change. Four of Wands, not coming together. Like I said, avoiding a marriage. So we've got the Page of Pentacles, which is manifestation or commitment, transformation, death, 8th house Scorpio energy. So for you, Scorpio is the 7th house, but 8th house Sagittarius, transformation with this dark Lilith. So yeah, you may not see, and then we've got these 7 of Pentacles lacking a harvest and with an avoidance. So for some of you, it's like you may have been in a relationship that never came into fruition, and with this, like an avoidant with a lack of harvest. So see how there's like eggs involved with the seagull and whatnot. It's like you may have wanted a family, but this avoidant did not want it, so you had to part ways, but now you're going to get it. Love that for you. Judgment, fire energy, not calling judgment on something. So probably something that dragged on. And now 'tis over. Page of Swords here, so ambition. So, oh yeah, see now that same bird is looking like he's in the middle of a fucking storm, and that had popped over here. So this is crossing over this avoidance. So he's moving on. Ambition to leave. Over here, 8 of Swords over this death. So 88 could be important to somebody. 88, and this is, like I said, entrapment, which is entrapment of transformation. So this may feel nasty, but this had to happen in order to clear the way, in order to get your manifestation plays. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Cups in reverse, and non-wish fulfillment. So trying to make this work, but it's not happening. But it's not supposed to happen. That's the whole point. 6 of Pentacles. Oh shit, here we go. Capricorn right now, the moon is at 0 degrees in Capricorn, which for you Taurus Risings is your 9th house of philosophy and higher education. So death and endings to 6 Pentacles, not giving or giving and receiving equally. Like I said, because this is an avoidant who's not adding, and it's not making your wish fulfilled, but instead of hoping and praying for him to get better, he's about to leave, and this is about to clear the way for you. Bottom of the deck is Queen of Wands. She gets what she wants. But see that? There's that little root ball underneath the surface. Something's growing. Something 'tis growing for you. A seed is growing. Some of you might even be pregnant. I wouldn't even be surprised if you're pregnant right now and this scares this person off. Think of it like that. 9 of Wands, which is war weary over Page of Pentacles, over manifestation. War weary over Page of Pentacles. Over war weary over. Oh, the Page of Cups is a creative opportunity. Might be. I'm so sorry. It also sucks that the cards aren't very easy to distinguish. Okay, so a creative opportunity for transformation over, or even budding feelings over not having a harvest, but creative opportunity for transformation endings. But okay, so manifestation, war weary over manifestation. You're trying to make it work, but it's not working. Like I said, 8 of Pentacles, it's not working, literally not working. So don't be down on, not calling judgment. Don't be down on yourself, because this had to be this way in order for this avoidant to go. So you've probably, like I said, and it had the Ace of Wands. So I'm guessing for you that Aries, the secret spirituality, some of you may have even found out that he impregnated somebody else. Some of you may have found out that he didn't want children and now he does, kind of thing. Or said he wanted children and doesn't. Spirituality, you may have even known this and felt it, but didn't have any kind of evidence, and now you're getting your evidence. Yep. 4 of Pentacles, releasing. You're releasing this situation because it's not working. It looks like shit, but it's going to be good for you. Page of Wands and inspiration. Having a blindfold on to an indecision with the 2 of Swords. And then the Knight of Pentacles being stuck. So yeah, so it's like in for a penny, in for a pound kind of thing, where you were like hoping that he was going to get better, but he didn't get better, and now it's about to come to light, and you're going to be able to like move on to the next chapter of your life. What's bottom of the deck is Temperance, one-sided relationship. Again, if you're a she watching this is you. If you're a he watching this, you may have found out that your woman's pregnant by somebody else or something of that nature. Like, think of it like that. I'm not just saying from the perspective of a woman, because both men and women watch tarot, and it applies. It's a birth chart. It's a natal chart. It's a transit chart. It's not a natal chart. It's a transit chart, because I don't know natally what you have here. But yeah, so that needed to happen in order for you to see the 3 of Cups being stuck on a reunion, a community. So for you, that would be like your, should be technically your 11th house. Yeah, which would be Pisces. So it would still be cup energy. So with the North Node in retrograde there, reevaluating what's going on. Like I said, you just keep getting information left and right and center telling you that you really need to move on from this and you're about to do it. 0, Fool. So right now there's 3 planets at 0 degrees and they'll all bounce off of each other. So we got the moon at 0 degrees in Capricorn. We've got I think it's the north nodes at 0 degrees. If it's not the north node, it's south node, but I think it's the north node. I should probably review that since I keep mentioning it. It's retrograde at 0 degrees. Taurus, you're in your first house. There's the Chiron, the wounded healers at 0 degrees. Jupiter, again, the planet of expansion in your 4th house of Leo is at 0 degrees. These things are all playing off of each other for harmony, believe it or not. All right, then what? 5 of Cups, needing to move on from spilled milk. So this probably has already happened, more than likely. And I'm also looking at this, and it's looking like an ashtray to me. So you may have even quit smoking. If so, it was probably preemptive in preparations for becoming a parent. Finally, deck 6 of Cups, repeating cycles. Pumpkins there, fall may have been important for you kind of thing. Repeating cycles of needing to move on. So that 0, the Fools, is about getting rid of what's not suiting you, which again, the moon being 0 degrees Capricorn makes perfect sense for that. All right. Anything else? It's pretty straightforward. We got the Knight of Cups, a love offer. So you got a love offer coming in. 3 of Pentacles over this. So you have an inspiration for a lack of teaming. Okay. So if you've been having issues with your relationship, 9 of Swords, anxiety. If you've been having I'm gonna make this up right now because any further cards that I pull, I'll just show you because it is a little weird trying to maneuver that. Okay, so if you've been having issues with like wrong guy, people lying to you, people telling you what you want to hear but not the reality, you had to suss all that out in order to make room to have your happily ever after. So you had to clear the board of him because also the universe isn't going to bring you a significant other while you're with somebody. Please know that. That's not, I mean, I know that feels like a no-brainer, but the universe really isn't going to bring you somebody else's significant other, somebody else's married person. It's not going to happen that way. They're just not going to. But also, if you're in a relationship, they're not going to bring you who you need to be with if you're with somebody. You have to clear that board in order to make room for that. That being said, the universe is always going to test you and they're going to send in probably more of the same shit to see if you've learned your lesson, if you're willing to close the door on it and move on. But yeah, but is there anything else? Yeah, like I said, that keeps you up at night. It's probably like, why won't they send me a man? It's like because you keep choosing the same douchebags. All right, anything else? But you are about to get that love offer, so I love this for you. It's gonna be good. It's on the floor. Is the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is either doubting love or doubting that you're going to get a loving new beginning, but you're about to get one. King of Swords, head above heart. So yeah, so it's like you've sworn this off, but that's just the heartbreak talking. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles not working, head above heart not working. So even if you swore it off, it didn't matter. The universe knows exactly what you want. It knows your heart. Probably knows a little bit better than you. That's why shadow work is kind of important. But yeah, so looks like great things. Looks like you're about to probably, some of you, not all of you, some of you will be getting engaged. Some of you may be pregnant. Some of you may be getting pregnant. But yeah, this is going to be very fruitful for you. But yeah, sound off. If you like this video, please like, comment, share. And yeah, and I'm working on the next episode of the podcast, so you're not going to have to wait 3 months for that. So I'm very excited. And please stick around for that. I'll have that listed, or I'll have that up probably tomorrow. I hate making promises because my schedule always somehow seeps in and fucks shit up. But look for it soon. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. And again, if you like it, please like, comment, and share. And I'm Al Witchy, and catch me on TikTok, catch me here, and bye. And best of luck, Taurus Risings.